last week you guys had the great performance against Kansas City, but you go to Seattle. It doesn't turn out as well. Your road form this year definitely hasn't been anywhere as good as the home form. What do you have to do now going to Houston, another road game, to maybe get a better result?
Yeah, we got the Seattle game for us was, it was a tough one to swallow. Tactically, we were stronger in the first half. Individually, we were stronger in the first half, and it was the timing of the goal obviously changed the game. The timing of it changed the two half-time talks. The only threat that they had, and which ended up hurting us, was Rapinoe with the smash over the top, and we were happy. They hit it out of play 4 or 5 times, and they found a 4 or 5, and we kept it contained unless she was shooting from long distance. And the second half, we probably should have got some fresh legs on to help deal with that threat over there, which we didn't do. We felt really good in the first half. In the second half, that you could tell we came out, we're still shell-shocked, and we got to learn from that. We gave up 2 or 3 really good chances quick in the second half. Statistically, though, we passed more than anyone else in the opposition's half. The final third entries, we've done better than anyone else at Memorial. It's the best I've seen a team put up and get in the areas that you want to against a good Seattle team and their stadium that's tough. The field is tough, change rooms are tough, the narrow field is tough. So away from the result, Seattle deserved the win. They grabbed the goals that they needed to do, and for us though, performance, we're millimetres and inches away from that game going the way we want it to go. We got to remove that from the away games. So the other away games, because I felt like we played well. The game, it was always going to swing on the tiniest mistake or tiniest detail. The other away games, we've got to come out with energy. We've got to come out and make sure that we have quality. What is a consistent thing on the road over at home is our accuracy of passing. We've got into the central and final third, and we've got into the penalty area similar amounts of times. Our accuracy in what we're doing. And it's tough. That's why it's tough in this league. You're fatigued, you travel, the percentages of your accuracy drops. We focused on that this week. We have to have the mental strength, mental ability to keep the quality high. Dealing with a tough, really tough situation in Houston with the heat. So consistently on the road, we need to improve that. Seattle game, we might not have got over that one yet, to be honest. It was an opportunity missed. We had them, and the Seattle team we played wasn't the Seattle team of old, and we knew that, and the game confirmed that. When you get another go at that in August, we got to be fresh. We got to be sharp. We have to make quality decisions in the central and final third with accuracy. That leads to us having our success that we've had at home.
When you're talking about obviously accuracy in the final third, is that what it comes down to in terms of the goals? There's obviously been defensive mistakes on the road too, but the goals haven't come very often on the road. Do you think it is just coming down to that accuracy in the final third?
Yeah, at some point we currently don't have. Right now we're going on the road without some of our best players in the final third. We're missing 3 key players away at Seattle. We didn't have Nadia, obviously haven't got Tobin, and the game changer in that game was a high elite player, and we're missing a couple of those right now. Who has been playing and we've been doing well. We've been trying to improve them gradually on that consistent quality in the final third, and for me it comes down to keeping the game simple. We have winners who want to do really well, and they know that we want to have quality and score goals there, and sometimes we're just overcomplicating it. Keep it simple, keep completing the passes in the areas we want to, and have a calmness. That was the message at halftime in Seattle. Be calm once we get there. We get into the final third a lot, but be calm once we get there. We hope we can take that into Houston, and we need to. It's going to be a big field against a team with momentum. If we can have that quality in the final third, we're going to create the chances we need.
What do you guys need to do now to kind of get over the fact that you are going to be missing 3 important players for a while, and still be able to make those changes while dealing with the Euro absences?
It's tough to lose those players. It's tough to deal with the players we've been missing with Kath and Tobin and Meg and others. There's been a lot of players in and out. We have a strong mentality. This team is built on being a team. This team is built on, we don't win games from being from an individual. We weren't that last year. We're not that this year. An individual doesn't win us the game. Our team wins us the game. And now some players, players have had a lot of minutes, getting Sykes more involved, and Rasso's been doing really well and progressing. Excited that Marna's back from fitness. We step up, and I think we've never failed to do that individually, to step up and make sure that those players bring that. It is hard, we're built on being a team. Things have to be really, really clean for our team attitude and what that produces with and without the ball. We attack and defend as a team, and we've got to make sure we keep ticking those boxes, stay calm in the final third, connect with accuracy in the final third, and our goal scorers, and we've got some of the best ones, our goal scorers can do what they love to do.
One player I just wanted to mention or ask about really quickly is Ali Long. She seems to be playing pretty deep and was playing deep in Seattle, and she's a player that's shown she can score in this league. How do you balance when you need quality with where you want her to play on the field?
Yeah, I think because of the energy levels, both teams, the Seattle game, both teams didn't really have much. It wasn't the physical battle I thought it was going to be. Ali got stuck a tiny bit lower, not much more, but a little bit lower. But then again, Fishlock didn't move out between her centre backs when she was on the field. And then once Fishlock went off, that both teams kind of got stuck in those areas. Neither team got through their midfield. Other games, we've mentioned that before. Ali sitting lower, her heat map and her passes distribution, she's everywhere. She's absolutely everywhere. In the Seattle game, she was a little bit more reserved. We didn't have the energy in legs. Mandine didn't have the energy in legs either. We didn't have it as a team, just like Seattle didn't. So that probably led to this very low risk game from both teams. We didn't see a lot of rotation and movement from either team. All other games, Ali is everywhere. But I feel like what all teams are doing, a lot of teams in the league now are doing, is dropping that centre mid between centre backs. A couple of years ago, I started dropping an attacking midfielder between centre backs in Washington, and it wasn't really a trend, and other teams just didn't want their midfielders to do that. Almost everyone's doing it now. Everyone is dropping that player in, trying to create that overload to get through that phase. Ali, when we get it right, Marna, Mandine, Dagny, Lindsay, when they're playing in that position for us, when we get it right, they're there to help us build and get that overload, and they continue their momentum. And Ali's had some of our best scoring opportunities this season from midfield. She's been getting into those positions. So isolate the Seattle game. It was a tough one for any player on the field to progress and join in the attack, because neither team really had the ball long enough for that. I'm not concerned about any other game, and this one will be no different. I think she'll be in our 18, and then the next minute she'll be in their 18.
Just one last thing, just with the injuries, are there any updates? Catherine's still out, Mallory's still out.
Catherine will miss Houston, but Mal will be back. I expect her to play against Houston.
Great.